Welcome everybody, coming to you with an update on XLM. We're going to cover some charts on XLM. So let's get right to it. Want to say what's going on, everybody. Want to say welcome to anybody that comes by the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe. Today we're diving into the XLM 4-hour chart. And I have to say, this is one of the most interesting setups we've seen from Stellar in quite some time. Over the last several days, XLM has absolutely exploded higher, breaking out from months of sideways consolidation and catching up, catching many traders completely off guard. But the big question is this rally just getting started, or is a major correction right around the corner? We're going to break down price action, volume, open interest. We're going to cover some funding rates, some MACD, the RSI, stochastic RSI, and what smart money appears to be doing right now in the market with XLM. So let's get into it. We look at the price action. The first thing that jumps out immediately is the massive price expansion. XLM has surged from roughly the mid 15 cent range all the way up into the 24 cent area. This is a huge move in a very short period of time. What makes this rally important isn't just the price increase. It's the fact that Stellar spent weeks building a base before exploding higher. Markets typically move in three phases. The first phase is accumulation, the second is expansion, and the third, if you say, would be distribution. Right now, it looks like XLM has transitioned from accumulation into expansion. And historically, when XLM starts moving, it doesn't always move in small percentages. And we can see that on the charts from the last couple of days. And it's moved quickly. It can produce some of the most aggressive runs in the entire altcoin market. Let's look at the volume analysis. One thing I love seeing during a breakout is increasing participation. People getting involved, coming in, buying the coin is what I see on the charts, and that's exactly what happened. Volume exploded alongside price. That tells us buyers weren't just pushing price up with thin liquidity. Real money entered the market. They found out what the DTCC news, and that is what this is what started this all off. When price rises without volume, that's dangerous, and understand that. That's when you get your fake outs. When price rises with volume, that's confirmation. Volume is basically the fuel behind the move. And right now, XLM has had plenty of fuel compared to what we've seen over the last several weeks. Now let's talk about one of my favorite indicators on this chart. That's the aggregated spot CVD. What does that tell us? It helps reveal whether buyers or sellers are being more aggressive. The spot CVD has been climbing aggressively. And if you look at the CVD, a lot of people that that maybe had got out of XLM quickly came back in. We got buyers are stepping in, and they purchased XLM. This isn't simply leverage speculation. This is spot accumulation. We're seeing genuine demand. At the same time, the other CBD measurements show some profit taking after the explosive move, and that's normal. You're gonna see pullbacks here and there. People might have bought way back and seen the chance to get out, and that's what they've done. And you could say, if you look, you've been in crypto a while, in the crypto or stock market, no market goes straight up forever. At the vertical rally, traders take profits. The important thing is that overall buying pressure remains elevated. That suggests this could be a hefty consolidation rather than a complete trend reversal. Now let's move to open interest. This may be the most important signal on the entire chart. Open interest exploded higher. We're now sitting around 318 million. That's a massive increase, y'all. What does that mean? New money is entering the market. New positions are being opened. Traders are paying attention. And you got institutions are paying attention. And speculators are paying attention. Whenever open interest rises alongside a price that's generally bullish, it means, y'all, traders are betting on continuation. I'm betting on continuation. I'm still holding my XLM. I'm not selling. It's got a long ways to go. A long ways. The danger comes when open interest gets too crowded. And that's something we're going to monitor carefully here. And let's discuss funding rates. Funding rates are positive. Currently, they're not showing extreme euphoria. We've seen some euphoria last night when it ran up to about 29-30 cents. And it wasn't extreme, so this is actually a good sign. Why? You asked the question why. Because it means the market isn't completely overheated yet. If funding rates suddenly go vertical, that's when long squeezes become a real risk. Right now, we're seeing optimism. But we're not yet seeing insanity. There's a difference, y'all. And that's exactly what bulls want to see. They want to see. Now let's look. Now we're going to cover the MACD. The MACD experienced a huge bullish crossover during the breakout. The crossover helped signal the start of this rally. The histogram exploded upward. Momentum accelerated rapidly. Now we're beginning to see a slight cooling. And everybody's saying the party's over, but it's not. And honestly, that's expected. It's expected. After such a powerful move, momentum needs to reset. This doesn't automatically mean bearish. It simply means the market may need time to digest before the next move, y'all. That's all it is. The key level to watch is whether the MACD remains above its signal line. Remember the signal line. On the MACD, the blue line is the MACD, and the yellowish gold looking color, that's your signal line. If it does, the broader trend remains constructive. Let's look at the RSI. I know it ain't got it put up on the chart, but I'm just letting you know where it's sitting. It's sitting around 61. This is actually a very interesting number. It's bullish. It's above the 50, y'all. But it's not yet in the extreme danger zone. We haven't got into right now. We ain't in the overbought zone. Many major rallies span weeks between 60 and 80 RSI. So despite the recent pullback, the indicator is still showing strength. We're going to look at the stochastic RSI. It shows that this indicator shows that we're currently extremely oversold, and that may surprise people. Price is still near the highs, yet the stochastic RSI has reset significantly. Historically, this type of reset can create opportunities for continuation. If buyers return while the stochastic RSI turns upward again, XLM could go another leg higher. And there's two scenarios I'm watching. The bullish scenario, XLM consolidates above major support. Open interest remains elevated. Spot buying continues. Momentum resets. Then bulls make another run towards the recent highs and potentially beyond. If that happens, the market could start pricing in bigger narratives surrounding tokenization, institutional adoption, and Stellar's role within the broader digital asset ecosystem. And that's where I'm sticking with. I'm sticking to the bullish momentum. But I'll bring you the bearish one. Any case, anyway, anyhow, I'm still going to bring you the bearish part of it because it's not right to give all it's 85-15. It's 85% bullish, 15% bearish now. You always got to remember that what's going on in Iran or whatever's happening within the economy, all crypto is a risky asset. So things could happen. See a major drop on Bitcoin, and then Stellar could go back into the bearish scenario that I'm going to give you here. But, bearish scenarios, taking profit accelerates. That means everybody's heard something news come out, and everybody's taking profit right now. That's the only way I see us going back into a bearish momentum right now. Open interest begins to collapse. Funding rates turn negative. And buyers fail to defend support. In that case, we could see a deeper pullback before continuation. Right now, however, the bulls appear to have the advantage. I'm the bull on XLM right now, and I'm not saying we ain't going to let her on pull back at some point, and like we're pulling back right now from 28, 29 back to 24, 25 cents. I'm not saying that I'm strongly staying bullish and XLM ain't never going to pull back, but it will. There's times it'll cool off. Overall chart remains one of the strongest setups in crypto right now. Price is elevated. Volume is elevated. Open interest is elevated. Spot demand remains strong. All this is pointing to upward momentum. The momentum indicators are cooling without completely breaking down. That's what I'm seeing on the charts. That's not what a dead rally looks like, y'all. That's what a market trying to establish a new trend often looks like. If you're bullish on XLM, the next several days could be extremely important. And do me a favor, drop your price target for XLM in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification. And guess what? I'll be seeing you on the next one, Until then, I hope y'all enjoyed the content. Y'all come back for more. Until then, God bless you, and y'all have a good night.